So it's been about 8 months since I quit social media altogether, and I thought it was about time I compiled some frequently asked questions that I receive all the time, and I thought I'd answer some of your questions that you may have about quitting social media and everything that comes with it. So it's a beautiful day, I'm outside, and I'm gonna get straight into the questions. There's quite a few, so let's get straight into them. So the first question, I've got my laptop down here. The birds are singing and happy today, and they're putting on a show for you, so hopefully that creates a nice ambience. Alright, so how do you manage YouTube in terms of it not becoming another time-soaking comparison site like Facebook and Instagram? So first of all, I don't have YouTube on my mobile phone, and if I did, I feel like I'd always go into it and it'd just be, I'd use it too much. So not having it on my phone has definitely helped me not use it so much. I have to actually go onto my laptop to use it. And when it comes to watching YouTube on my laptop, what I've done is I've made a tab. So this is on your website, Google Chrome or whatever you use, Safari, and you can make little tabs and bookmarks. So I've got a tab specifically for subscriptions. So instead of like going on the home feed or going into anything else really, I just go straight into subscriptions. That way you're not tempted by, the news feed and the home feed that YouTube recommends on the screen. And I also have a tab for my watch later playlist. And in general, I'm not subscribed to a lot of people anymore on YouTube. I stopped following influencers and any creators that made me feel like I want to buy something or, influence to purchase something that had to do with my fantasy self. So it's definitely helped not being subscribed to many creators at all and only being subscribed to the ones that bring me value. As a creator, YouTube can be quite difficult. I've heard other creators talk about this before, but when you post YouTube videos, you've got the YouTube analytics page and you can see, how many views you've had, your latest video out of 10 has done compared to your other videos, your subscribers and things like that. So in order for me, ignore the analytics page, I have a comments tab as well, so I can just go straight into the comments section of my videos and I can reply then, and I'm not so tempted to look at my analytics all the time. So the next question is, can you make a video about comparing yourself to others? To be honest, comparison I feel like everyone suffers from. There's always going to be someone we're comparing to, a lifestyle or thing they do, something they've achieved. I feel like it's just human nature to compare our life to the next person to us. Not literally the next person, but just any person in general. And this can be 10 times worse on social media. Obviously, anyone you follow, people you see on social media, it becomes worse. And you're comparing yourself to whatever these people are posting on social media, which, can I say, is most likely the highlight reel. It's only the good things from their life, not so much, all the bad things that happen in their life and the normal things. So first of all, you just got to ask yourself, is this a good comparison? Can I be inspired from this, or is this negative and this puts me down all the time and makes me feel shit about my life? So you've got to first, make that difference, figure it out and unsubscribe or unfollow anyone that makes you feel negative, that makes you feel like your life is going nowhere type thing. And what I would recommend, you're just going to keep comparing if you're going to keep using social media. So just honestly, just take a break from all social media, even YouTube or whatever apps you use, and just spend some time with yourself, do some activities you enjoy doing, and just you might need a 30-day technology detox if it's getting so bad for you, because like I said, comparison on social media it's a lot worse these days. So that's all I've got to really say. I don't feel like I suffer from comparison anymore as much as I used to, not having Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook. It's just I've got YouTube and I've found a way to use it more mindfully, so I'm not really comparing myself as much. And it can also be something so personal, maybe something deep inside you that gets triggered that you may need to, I don't know, uncover and focus on yourself and your emotions. And you could see a counsellor, or you could journal, whatever you may need help with. So this is an interesting question. What were your original goals for your social media platforms before you quit? So the first ever platform I started was a blog, and it was about healthy living, exercising, and eating healthy. And basically my original goal was to inspire my friends and family to live an active and healthy lifestyle as well. And then the more blog posts I wrote, the more people were interested in it, and it reached more people than my friends and family. And then I created an Instagram, and I shared healthy recipes, healthy living tips, things like that. So from the beginning, I always wanted to help people or inspire someone to live a healthy lifestyle. But then I guess slowly it turned into this, I've got to grow my Instagram, I've got to grow my Facebook, I've got to post every day, I've got to kind of be influenced by these boss babe work ethic lifestyles. So it turned from that into, I always was so obsessed with blog post views, Instagram likes, things like that. Obviously I've shared my journey about social media in so many other videos than this, so if you don't know already, I would definitely check those videos out, what I suffered from. So this was, interesting, asked by the same person. Have those goals changed after quitting? Have the goal to help people changed? Not at all. I feel like I'm kind of back definitely to where I started from the beginning, to help or inspire someone in any way possible, and also to teach others how to use social media more in a mindful way, so it improves your life and you can live a slower and simple lifestyle. The next question, do you find that YouTube alone has been fulfilling for you in terms of content creation and engagement? So definitely after leaving Instagram, Facebook and all of that, TikTok, whatever, I definitely feel posting YouTube videos is enough for me. I love how I've just got, actually 2 platforms. I've got Patreon as well, where I post weekly videos, but I feel like it's alone, because I've always loved creating videos. It's definitely fulfilling by itself. I've always, loved editing videos, creating art and all that, and helping others. So leaving all those other platforms and focusing on YouTube definitely has been fulfilling. And with all the amount of time now that I don't use on these other apps, I can work on my own lifestyle and have that good kind of balance between content creation and living your own life, if that makes sense. So so the next question, do you feel like you miss out on things by not having social media? Not at all anymore. If anything, actually, I suffered from FOMO, fear of missing out, more when I was on social media, because when you're on social media, you actually can see what people are up to. Whether, if you don't have these platforms, you're not really seeing what they're doing on a day-to-day basis. You're more just focusing on what you're doing, what activities you're doing during that day. So it's definitely, I don't feel like I miss out at all. It's definitely the benefits of leaving social media outweighs any type of feeling of missing out on anything by not being on those platforms. So the next question, do you still take pictures with your friends when you're out for their social media? I definitely do. I don't feel like there's anything wrong with this. The only thing, obviously, I don't see any engagement or likes or anything like that. I'm more just remembering that moment. I definitely don't take photos as much anymore on my phone. I've barely got any photos. For other people, I definitely do. So the next question, how do you feel your free time now that you don't use social media? I do a lot of reading. I do my morning workouts for 30 minutes a day. I do a lot of cooking and baking. I've always loved that. And I've been lately getting into gardening and spending time outside and just going on walks, catching up with family members or friends, and and obviously creating videos. But they're kind of the main things that I do in my free time. It's autumn now in Australia. In winter, I think my activities might change. I might have to do more activities inside. But yeah, they're the things that I love doing. Next question, do you plan on going back to social media, or are you done for good? I feel like at this point, I am done for good. It's so worth the, you know, what you get out of not having these social media apps. It's so worth it. Your happiness, your mood, your vitality, just everything. So I don't see myself at all going back to these platforms, except obviously posting videos, but yeah, that's about it. The next question, do you find yourself accidentally clicking into your social media apps by habit? I definitely used to do this a lot actually when I had these social media apps, and that's why I don't have much at all on my phone anymore, because I'm the type of person that will get addicted and, you know, habit, just like click into certain apps. So apps on my phone, the only ones I have are Messenger. I'm thinking of actually leaving Messenger soon and just texting family and friends. I don't know, something I've been thinking about. And for my Mac laptop, so even though you delete social media accounts, Instagram, Facebook and that, you can kind of still go on the internet and see people's accounts. So what I've done on my Mac laptop, I've downloaded this program called OneFocus, and it lets you block certain websites. So I've blocked Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, I think that's about it, and I block them 24/7, so I don't go into them at all. I feel like this is just what I needed to do, and I do the paid version. I think it's like a couple of dollars a month for you to block apps 24/7. I think the free app though, there's, I don't know, something you can't do. It's still worthwhile having the free OneFocus version, but this has been a game changer for me, because yeah, there's still that temptation of like clicking onto someone's account even though you don't have a social media app. So definitely helped a lot. So the next question, do you follow any YouTube channels? If yes, what kind of content do they post that makes you want to stay subscribed to them? I don't watch a lot of YouTubers anymore, but I do really love the two YouTubers, Indigo Traveler and Drew Binsky. These guys, they're both travel vloggers, and they travel around the country, they travel around the world showing you different countries and people's lifestyles, and they actually go and interview real normal people, everyday people. They share stories about what you don't see in the media. You know, they actually go to these people's houses and they go to these locations and they show you what it's really like. And I love watching their content because, I don't know, it makes me just so grateful for my own life, and it keeps me so humble, like watching someone else's story about how, for example, they fled a country and now they're living in a refugee camp. For some reason that makes me so much more appreciative and grateful for my own life. And yeah, it's funny, you know, every day I come across people at work and they're just so ungrateful. They complain about the littlest things. So watching these two guys and what they share, I love it. I love it so much, and I love to learn about different cultures as well. The next person recently just stumbled across her channel because she found me too, Apron Full of Stones. She is a slow living YouTuber who lives in the UK, I think, somewhere, and she has the most relaxing, beautiful videos. Definitely check her out if you like my YouTube channel and you want more of some videos to help you relax. Definitely recommend watching her. And the last one is, I probably watch her videos every week, is Isabel Page. I think most of you would know Isabel Page, but just an amazing content creator. What she's sharing, her lifestyle, it definitely, I look up to it, and just, I find it entertaining just to watch someone else's life as well, from a different side of the world, if you know what I mean, and she just seems like a beautiful person. So they're the main people. So if you can tell by now, I obviously haven't said many other creators. Sometimes I might look up minimalist content or slow living content or like debt-free journey content, but probably like a couple of times a week. Or I normally wait to watch people's videos on the weekends, But yeah, and that's all, and I can just focus the rest of my time with my life and doing the things in my life, and not so much watching YouTube every day. I think watching YouTube every day is probably a bit too much for me anyway. I know some other people it might be totally different. So the next question is, how do you deal with negative comments and negative energy in general on these platforms? So first of all, if I watch a video, I don't like to go so much to the comment sections. I try to ignore all of that. They can be really negative. Also, for my own personal account, I've put certain words as spam, so if I receive any type of words, I block them and they go to the spam section, that they have to be approved first in order to appear in the comment section. But to be honest, you know, you're not going to please everyone. There's always going to be someone who doesn't agree with you or resonate with what you're sharing, and that's okay. You know, you can't please everyone, and there's always going to be those people behind their keyboards, the trolls, you know, who want to just attack people for things that are so little. Obviously there might be something more to these bullies. They might have their own things happening in their life, and I try to, obviously it can affect me sometimes if I receive a really nasty comment, which I don't all the time. Thankfully I know a lot of other content creators may get so many more worse comments and just things attacking people and how they live their life. I think it's so wrong, and I just try to ignore it most of the time and just focus on myself. And yeah, it doesn't take me too long to, you know, feel happy again or normal again if I do read a negative comment. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, and I'm just trying not to care as much anymore about what people think. I'm so happy I'm helping others, you know, who resonate with my journey, and that's enough for me. So the last question is, could you show us your screen time? Okay, so it's 11:40 a.m. It's a Sunday, and I'll show you. Today I've been on my phone for 14 minutes. I've been Spotify for 2 minutes, because when I work out I listen to music. Patreon 2 minutes. I uploaded a little video. Emails 24 seconds, photos 18 seconds, Messenger 16 seconds. So yeah, and I love to keep it this way. Normally by the end of the day it could be at like 28 minutes or 30 minutes, which I'd still probably would like to prefer being on my phone less. But yeah, definitely I'm so happy with my screen time, and I notice when I'm not on my mobile phone as much, I have definitely like a way better sleep. So yeah, so they're all the questions anyway, and sorry if I couldn't answer your question, but hopefully if I get many more questions we can do a part 2. But I feel like I've covered a lot of things in this video, so I hope it's not too long, and I hope you enjoyed or found it valuable in any way. And good luck on your own social media detox journeys. You know, maybe this could be a reminder for you to create those better habits so you're not on these accounts as much. Alright, I'll see you in the next video, everyone. See ya!